Spectacular replay that is. Oh my gosh. Since looking at the front, here we go. There's Gonzalo on the outside on the factory TN. Riders ganging up, bunching up. 2CLS Kawasaki has gone down. And that's Spaniard's number 48 on the... and Tonus goes down over the handlebars. A guy fell in front of him. Can't quite see who that is, but alongside Commander Sal. And this is what he's going on at the top. Tries to have a sneaky look here. Clips a hay bale. Qualification yesterday gives you some idea. And let's go. Coach Bourne and Charlier in the process as well. No, and we got big goal right in front of Jake Nichols. And or is it the back end that's going to pitch? Oh, the back end's pitched over the handlebars. Oh, that's a big crash for the Latvian over the line.
Race of the year for the 250 East Championship. And there's the man looking for his first title, Marvin Musquin. You can see he's got 5 wins to Bogle's 1. The difference is 20 points. If Justin Bogle wins, Marvin Musquin, if he finishes 16th or better, will wrap up this championship here today, his first in Monster Energy Supercross. For Progressive Pre-Race Report, let's go to Jenny Tapp.
Marvin Musquin has come back to race the 2015 Monster Energy Supercross season with a score to settle. He missed all of last year with ACL injuries, and tonight is on the verge of becoming the oldest 250 East champion of Supercross. Now, I spent some time talking to Marvin, talking to his family, his friends, his teammates today, including Ryan Dungey, and Ryan Dungey praised Marvin for being an outstanding competitor and a friend. Ryan told me that because they're in different classes, they're able to 100% help each other out. There's nothing standing in their way, and that's why they've had such a solid relationship all year. They push each other. They dissect the track day in and day out, and they've been helping each other throughout the entire year.
That's his mechanic, Frankie Latham, standing behind him. It has not been a smooth day for the points leader.
Watch Dakota Alex on the 88, also riding for KTM. Really comes in the first turn hot. Him and Musquin get together. Of course, they're going to push all kinds of riders wide, and Dakotas and Cantanzaro, those guys get through pretty clean. But this has been a rough start for Musquin, and if you're the points leader, this is not how you want to start the day.
Falcon Tire bringing us Spider Camp.
But Musquin is great off the start. He has great technique, and it will be key here for him to get through that first turn. They're inside the top 5 at least. We
will have 22 riders in the gate for both of our main events. 250 East right now, 15 laps, a little bit shorter for the smaller, lighter 250 machines than the bigger, more powerful 450s to go. Here we go, final points race for the championship on the line. Bogle at the inside, he's got the early lead. Musquin is right behind him on the 25. Not what Bogle needs.
Here we go. All-out race between first and second in points. Bogle's going to have the best speed, the best fitness that he's had all season long if he wants to win this main event.
Musquin looking, Ricky, like he wants to put an exclamation point on this championship, not just winning it, but winning the final race, too.
Well, I'm sure he does. He wants to go out a champion with a win, for sure. But I'm liking what I'm seeing from Bogle here. He's given himself the best shot. You know, he can't control really what his competitor does, but he can control what he does, and he's executing it perfectly.
Bogle only has 1 win this year. Musquin has 5. That's been the difference.
Wow, I can't believe Justin Bogle is checked out that quick. He's not even in our screen. There you go.
Now watch and see. Oh, he goes low right there.
He almost lost the front end right there.
Bogle's win coming in Detroit, the home of the Detroit Lions, Ford Field.
Got Bogle and Musquin both way on the inside. There's Peters, number 55.
And Savacci on the inside, a heat winner. Won heat number 2, and he's trying to get himself up on the podium here in the main event. He's got 3rd.
Nice pass there. Now you can set sight. See, what's a bummer for Joey Savacci there is he lost so much time to the guys that he wants to be running with up front. So he's got some work to do. Look at these whoops really deteriorating. Some guy trying to jump through, some guys trying to skim, which means get on top of them.
Keep an eye on R.J. Hampshire on that Geico Honda number 80. He's coming through the pack too, Jeff. He's up to 5th.
And the rider I'm wanting to see what he can do on this style of track. So number 6 there on that blue Yamaha, just starting to creep into your screen behind Hampshire. Even though Martin did not get a very good start here in this main event, he excels when the track deteriorates like this. He is exceptional.
He was 7th at the end of the first lap. He's up to 6th now, and Martin trying to bust into the top 5.
In the last 2 races, Joey Savatgy has been 3rd. He's been on that podium. I got a feeling we're going to see Jeremy Martin, the Yamaha rider, creep up on that top 3 here. Try to get on the box, as they say.
Into that whoop section.
Wow, look at the exit of the turns where the riders are really hard on the throttle. That's when the soft dirt really gets chewed up and makes those deep ruts, those deep grooves that Ricky explained earlier.
Here comes Martin trying to power around the outside of the 80 of Hampshire. And Ricky, just like you and your family, Martin comes from a real moto family. They even own a motocross track.
Yeah, they do. Racing is in their blood, and they've been in the sport forever.
Oh,
wow. Coming up a little bit short there on the landing of that tabletop. Got to be careful. Going to the outside right there.
Jenny, how about the 6? Martin's looking pretty good. He's in the top 5 now.
And that's exactly what he wanted to do today, Ralph. Jeremy told me that this year has had its ups and downs. Of course, not making the main in Indianapolis was really hard for him. But overall, he told me, I'm still really pleased with the way I've been racing all year. He said, this has been my best Supercross. What I can control tonight is to race well, and that's the only thing I'm worrying about.
Well, you saw Peters with a big mistake, and Jeff, that opened the door for Martin. He's now up to 4th.
Yep, Martin on the move, and just to get back with that family atmosphere, his older brother, Alex Martin, was 6th in our West Coast Championship, where we finished up last week. But the 2 brothers will meet next week in Las Vegas when we have the 250 East-West Shootout.
Here's the battle for the lead between the 2 title combatants. Bogle hangs on to the number 1 spot, but the French rider Musquin really starting to apply the pressure. Here he comes, looking through the outside. And the crowd here at MetLife Stadium starts to come up off their chairs. You can see this side of the racetrack completely in the shadow, sunlight still on the far end of the field.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what Marvin's play is here, Jeff. You know, he's in the championship position. He doesn't need to force the win here. Do you hang back and let it come to you, or do you force a pass for the win when you really don't have to seal the deal for the championship?
Well, it's a good point, but he's really pressing it. And the thing that I'm watching is just how close Marvin Musquin is riding towards the edge of the track. Yeah. Remember, these tough blocks, they have played a role in the outcome of races here today. Watch what Musquin does through the whoops. He's on the rider's far left. If he gets kicked sideways, catches a tough block, it could be disastrous for the championship.
And he's just leaving himself inches of wiggle room in there.
Maybe millimeters.
Yeah, see, I mean,
it's really close.
And it's difficult because you're trying to keep your balance there, and what happens is, you know, if you catch your foot peg on a tough block, ripped your leg off, and then, like you said, Jeff, it's
watch where Musquin goes down this rhythm section too. Watch, he's on his far left. Well, he stayed a little bit further away. Now we're getting into some lapped riders coming up. These are the riders that are now going 1 lap down. The AMA officials will put out a blue flag. That represents to the lapped riders. That tells them that their leaders are coming around. Hold your line. Don't do anything crazy.
Bogle, a winner at Detroit, as we said. Musquin, 5 wins. Dallas, the 2nd race at Atlanta, the famed Daytona International Speedway, Indy, and St. Louis this season. Halfway through this final points race of the year, they will race one more time in an all-star event next week in Las Vegas, the East-West Showdown. Here comes Martin up the inside of Savatgy, the blue Yamaha rider, trying to get past the green Kawasaki. Boy, Savatgy really flew that Cowie.
He sure did. Launching into the corner here, up. Tries to block that inside, anticipating the setup by Jeremy Martin, but he gets him right here.
Comes back and in contact, and off the track goes Martin. Savatgy has been third the last 2 races, trying to keep that streak going. You saw where Martin got back on the track, Jeff. The rule is, if you get knocked off, you got to find a safe place as quick as you can to re-enter the racetrack.
It's, I mean, we're getting down to it. This is the final round. Savatgy doesn't have the speed of Martin, but boy, he has the aggression, and he's doing everything he can to stay in front of Martin.
He might not have the speed, but as you'll see in this Toyota replay, he's got sharper elbows, doesn't he?
Watch right here. Martin tries to get on the brakes. Savatgy just drills him and puts him off the track.
Ricky, some people might be wondering if that's a fair move. Your call.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little aggressive for sure. I mean, at that point, you know, there was, you know, Jeremy came in, got on the brakes to try to block, and Joey Savatgy anticipated that, snuck up underneath him, and then pushed him to the outside and forced Jeremy off the track. So,
and look at this. Musquin must have made a bobble somewhere, because Bogle has gapped him now. Over 2 seconds between him and the man who leads the points.
Or does Musquin, did he make his run at Bogle and realizes, okay, Bogle's going to fight really hard. I don't need to win the race to win the title. Maybe just a smart move by Musquin. But anyway, that leaves a clear track here for Justin Bogle. Almost pushes the front end and goes down, but Bogle's going to fight every inch of the way here. There's Musquin just a little bit behind him, keeping an eye on the reigning champion, Bogle.
Bogle riding valiantly here today, Jenny.
And when I talked to Justin this morning at Track Walk, he was extremely confident. One of those reasons, he won here last year in this same place. He likes the energy of the stadium. And he really mentioned that he was pleased with the way he's been. He's been in the mix throughout the year, but tonight he said, I'm going to win. I know how racing works. There's still a chance, and my goal is to go out and get that win.
Well, earlier today, things didn't start out so well for Justin Bogle. It was actually through this same exact section. Watch this in practice. Watch how hard he hits the handlebars. Oh, stops. He took the bar pad right to his stomach, gut area. This was like on the first or second lap of practice. This is what these riders have to battle through on a daily basis.
And look at this. Here comes Marvin Musquin. He's rallying for one more charge for the win with 5 to go. Trying to cut inside. 70 feet over the big triple jump. Bar to bar, and Musquin's got the lead. The crowd roaring its approval here in MetLife Stadium. And the French rider looking to accomplish something he's tried for many years to get his first professional supercross title. Might do it here today with a big win. And another great battle going on behind them for third. The final spot on the podium. Savatgy and Martin going at it.
Well, and it's great here to see the parity. You've got a KTM out front, a Honda in second, a Kawasaki in third, and a Yamaha in fourth.
Here comes Martin. Look at, thought he had some momentum.
Martin makes a mistake there.
Track's getting rutted. It's getting more difficult to complete those rhythm sections in the fastest sequence. This is the 250 main. We have 20 laps of the 450 main still yet to go, so this track will be treacherous when we get to that point.
Will we see a little redemption from Jeremy Martin here?
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to wonder what's going to happen. Kind of looking forward to seeing this.
He's got 3 laps to close in to plot his attack.
Well, and remember, for these riders, most of the time in their contracts, there's bonuses for first, second, and third to make the podium. Normally, there's not much cash for them if they get fourth. So there's still points and some money on the line here that Martin's going after.
Not only that, but they're third and fourth in the points. Martin, here he comes. The man who's third in the points trying to get third in the race. And Savatgy with a big handful of throttle hangs on.
That was brave because Savatgy, that was close. That if he had, if Martin had,
he takes him high, and this is where they got together the last time. Savachi hanging on. They're going to have 2 to go, and this is going to be a great finish to the 250 East Championship for 2016.
And both these riders hugging the inside, full power, trying to make the triple.
Yeah, you can see neither of them want to give up the inside, so.
But that inside after the triple, when we get halfway through the 450 main event, that line's going to go away. It's going to be too deep. So I look for some new lines to start to form there. Savachi hanging on, making a couple little mistakes. That's going to allow Martin to close up.
Goes down. He rolled the front wheel all the way into the corner, and eventually the front wheel gave up. Savachi's going to go to the podium. Martin's already back on the bike, but this race for third is over.
I got to see another look at that. Did you?
Here it is.
How fast. Well, it's going to be in slow-mo, the SX mode. But he grabs the front brake. Watch, he gets over the front of the bike. And watch as he grabs the front brake right here. Watch it. Oh, he grabbed the front brake, and the tire wasn't touching the dirt yet.
Yeah, he was going for it. He had him set up.
So fast.
Yeah, he had him set up. He was going to make that pass on the inside, and just a small little error, and boom, it happened so fast here at Monster Energy Supercross. I mean, you can, just boom like that.
Guys, it's the last lap for Marvin Musquin. And Ricky, he has tried for so many years to battle through injuries. Everybody, each year, going into the year, they would say Marvin Musquin's the favorite to win the championship this year. Unfortunate injuries has kept him from that title, but maybe not this year.
No, it doesn't look like that. A couple more corners. Very talented rider and well deserving of this.
Remember, this guy is a world motocross champion. This will be his first championship in America.
Marvin has worked so hard with the support of his wife, Mathilde. Here he is, the 2016 or 2015 Monster Energy AMA Supercross East champion, Marvin Musquin, and Frankie Latham, his mechanic, is just overjoyed. Finally, it's done.
How about that? Ryan Dungey wins the 450 title. Now, KTM grabs another title in the 250 East Championship.
There is Roger DeCoster, the team manager. As we said, they call him the man. He is the one who puts this all together.
What a smart ride there by the Frenchman. Early on, he charged after Bogle, backed off a little bit, regrouped, went on to take the win with an exclamation point.
Celebration rev and the heel clicker as he wins the 2015 championship. Well, the celebration is about to begin down there on the podium. Marvin Musquin is there to get his #1 plate. Let's show you the progressive pass of the race.
Wow, here it is. This is Musquin over the triple jump. Held a tighter line in the turn before. Both riders accelerate. Musquin commands the inside line, commands the first spot, and goes on to the championship.
Well, Jenny, let's hand it over. He's worked so hard to get it, that coveted #1 plate.
Thank you so much, Ralph. And I'd now like to introduce Kevin Crowther, the AMA Director of Supercross, for a very special presentation of that #1 plate. Kevin?
Thank you very much. Marvin, congratulations to you and the Red Bull KTM team. I think with 6 wins in 2 seconds this year, you took control right from the beginning and never let up. It gives me great pleasure on behalf of the American Motorcycle Association to present you with the 2015 Monster Energy AMA Supercross and FIM World Championship 250 SX East Coast #1 plate. Congratulations, man. Great job.
Marvin, got to let you celebrate with your wife, Mathilde. Congratulations to you as well. It is, I remember at the beginning of the year, you were so excited to be back. You've worked so hard to get to this point.
Look at me. She made me excited.
Oh. Mathilde, come on over. Come on over. You're a part of this as well. You told me earlier this year that she didn't miss one single practice. You guys really were a team.
Since then, she didn't miss either any. So.
Well, now you can never miss again. How proud are you of Marvin?
I'm so proud. I mean, I've seen you doing so much work, over the years and going from, you know, injuries and coming back and be stronger and stronger. And today, like, he's been working so hard, and it's a journey to be with him every day like that. And I love what we're doing, and today is just like the best day that could ever happen.
It's really just so special for you guys to celebrate, and like you said, those injuries, just to fight back. Now to have this #1 plate in your hands, all that hard work really paid off. How does it feel?
It's there's so many things, you know, behind me that helped me to be that good on the racetrack, and everyone at the Red Bull KTM team. There's so many people, Roger, Ian, all the mechanics. I can't tell all the names, but they know who they are, and the truck drivers, Don and Greg, and I mean, so many people. And the people in Austria, they built us a brand new bike, the 2015 Factory Edition KTM, and it works so good on the track, and I can do so many things, you know, that I never used to do on the track with that new bike, and it helped me so much. So I mean, yeah, this plate, I mean, I was dreaming about that one, and I almost had that one 2 years ago, and I know Will Hahn is watching the TV right now, and I battled so hard against him, and it was a great year in 2013, and last year got hurt, couldn't race, and this year was my last year on the 250, so I'm really happy to have that #1 plate, and now let's move on and work harder and chase the dreams.
All right, we can't wait to see what's next. Congratulations, Marvin. Congratulations, Mathilde.
Take a look at the Falcon Tire Resorts. Everybody expects Marvin to move on to the 450 ranks next year. Not 100% sure where he's going to go. He will certainly be a rider that a lot of teams will be searching to try to get.
Why wouldn't you?
Back to Jenny one more time.
Justin, congratulations on second place this year. Now I know you had that #1 plate and you didn't give it up without a fight. You came out exactly how you wanted to tonight. Do you walk away satisfied with the year?
Never satisfied without winning, you know. But first off, I got to thank the whole Geico Honda team. Got to thank God for blessing me with the ability to do what I love for a living. This thing, it hurts. It hurts bad losing that championship. It hurts losing that race the way I just did. I don't feel very well about that. So congratulations to Marvin. He had an incredible season. He was the better man this year. I'll keep working. We'll come back and get back up here and fight for another one of these things.
Thanks so much for your time. Enjoy third place. 3 third places in a row. Now, when I saw you last time on the podium, you said you want to get up there. It wasn't tonight, but how do you evaluate your season?
I mean, it's good. I'm healthy. Compared to where I was last year, I wasn't even racing. So it's good. It's a step in the right direction. And like I said, it's frustrating. Today was one of those days where I struggled all day from the first lap to the last lap. It was just one of those deals where it wasn't a good weekend. But to be up on the box at the end of the day is good. To represent the sponsors, and I mean, to let people know that I'm working hard at the farm. It's just you know, it's a struggle. I want more. I think all of us want more, except for Marvin. So just got to keep working, get ready for the East West shootout, and focus to outdoor, and all the points reset for outdoor, so it's a whole new game.
Thanks, Joey. Ralph?
They will square off as you take a look at the final points for the East one more time. Next week, it's the All-Star race. You'll see May Supercross and FIM World Champion. Your journey starts here. 2015 450 rookies, brought to you by Discount Tire. Here are the 3 rookies that have been running this season, including number 21, Jason Anderson. And Jeff, has been a very stout class.
Yeah, and I think the real standout stat there is the win that Cole Seeley has. Getting that first win out of the way is so important for your belief and your confidence in yourself. Anderson was close at the opening round, and Baggett has 1 podium.
Now, Chad Reed was supposed to be in this race, the 2-time champion out of Australia. He did practice, as you watched from Yamaha Spider Cam. He injured his back a week ago in Santa Clara, California. And Chad has decided not to race here this afternoon. Too sore to compete. And as tough as he is, Ricky, he really must be sore.
That guy is a tough competitor, raced against him many years. And for him to sit out, you know he's in a tremendous amount of pain.
Yeah, on a big night or a big day like today,
And 4th in the points coming into the day. Here we go. First 450 race live on Fox. Cutting back to the inside. Who's got the whole shot? Boy, it was tough through there. It's Brock Tickle on the 20 on that yellow bike. He gets pushed back to about 5th as Anderson. No, it's the 42 of LeMay. Then LeMay comes through there on another Husqvarna. With Dungey right behind him on the 5.
Dungey straight to the front, riding with a lot of confidence. Looks like Braden's going to file in just behind him in second.
Justin Brayton on the 10.
And another rider making his 450 debut here, Shane McElrath, the number 40, riding on the Troy Designs KTM there, Lucas Oil KTM. So close to winning a main event on the 250 West Coast Championship. Now jumping up to the bigger bike, bigger class here for this race today.
Tickle trying to paddle his way around that corner with that right foot down on the ground and gets the job done as he gets around McElrath for third.
Yeah, riding pretty aggressive here. This has been his Achilles heel all year long. Is he'll get a good start once in a while, and he just doesn't ride aggressive enough these first couple laps here, and allows these front runners to get away, and you lose so much track position. So you go to the outside there.
Now here with the 450s, we will transfer just 4 riders out of each of these heat races. The 2 that you will see, Tickle's in the right spot on his Soaring Eagle Jimmy John Suzuki factory racing machine.
Now, we've had 2 heat races from the 250 class. Now we stepped up to the 450s. These are the big dogs of Supercross here. Bigger engines, more power, bigger rear tires, more weight. We're going to really see this track. See that rut right there, that dark line across that corner? That's where, from the bikes constantly going through that turn in the same line, it starts to dig in. This is when the track is really going to get torn up, and it will be much more difficult through these 450 heat races than earlier on.
Well, that's right, and you'll see the lap times start to go down a little bit, or go up, rather. The lap times will get a little bit slower because they can't go as fast. And what makes it tough about these ruts, like Jeff was explaining, sometimes the side knobbies on your tires will grab you, okay, and kind of pull you from one direction to another, which can cause a few mistakes.
Brayton running in second place, right there on the number 10, backed by Western Power Sports.
Look at you can see the whoops section right there, starting to slow down a little bit. They're getting rutted, have a lot of grooves in them. The back ends are starting to stick. They're not accelerating from each one to the other, which makes it tough.
Yeah, and when the track conditions are like this, the track is constantly changing, so the riders have to rely on their instincts. Thousands and thousands of hours and laps and years of preparation, but it makes even the best riders make mistakes.
And look at McElrath running here in fourth, guys, in just his first heat race. Oh, he gets right into the top blocks. Whoa. Anderson gets by, and now McElrath cuts back to the inside. And then another problem right here, and Anderson again gets by. I was just about to say, he can make his first main event in his first heat race, and now he finds himself in fifth, which would mean a trip to a semi.
That's right. What a save.
I cannot wait to see the
off the over and under, Jeff.
I can't wait to see the replay on that. Most of the time, well, let's take another look at it right now. Most of the time, when you land on the tough blocks, it doesn't go good. The tough blocks usually wins.
Oh man.
Wow. The chance of survival on that is so slim. But here's the SXMO look. I'm telling you guys, this doesn't happen often. A great piece of work here by Shane McElrath. This is his very first ride on a 450, and he showed some skills there.
Yeah, he did.
And maybe a little,
that's a 10.
A little bit of luck.
Just a little bit, yes. Meanwhile, Ryan Dungey out front, having no problems whatsoever. On to the final lap. Dungey, who leads all riders in the 450 class with the most heat wins, has won 10 already this year in what has been an incredible season for the now two-time champion.
Taking a look at Dungey's lap time. Last time around was his fastest lap so far, 54.4. Nobody else in this 450 Heat 1 has gotten down into the 54-second lap time range. So once again, the newly crowned champ, he is really dialed in and focused here today.
KTM, the motorcycle brand out of Austria. They have worked so hard, this organization, both overseas and here in the U.S. Here in the U.S., led by, they literally call him the man, Roger DeCoster, a 5-time world champion. They have put quite an organization and quite a bike together for Ryan, and he's made the most of it. Winning the heat race here today in MetLife, Clayton is through. Tickle goes through. And Anderson. And Shane McElrath was one tough block away from maybe making it straight to the main. Instead, he'll go on to the semis. But Dungey now has heat win number 11.
Watch the replay here from Spider Cam. High atop MetLife Stadium. Look, these riders were really hard on the brakes. I thought Tickle was going to get through there on the inside, but if 3 abreast coming into the second turn and he gets shoved wide, going to lose some positions.
There you go. On the inside, look at that. Nice.
As they go over the over-under, watch Dungey hard on the brakes, confident that he's going to be able to still make the triple even after cutting that turn short.
Now let's watch McElrath again with the tough blocks here,
look at that. He loses his balance, gets cross-rutted on the ruts like I was telling you. Those ruts grab you, spits him sideways a little bit, gets off those tough blocks. And I can't believe he saved that. I mean, that was a phenomenal save.
Some riders will do anything for TV time, right?
I'm sure he can't believe it either, right? Checkered flag for Ryan, something he's seen quite a bit of this season. That number 5 will be changing to a number 1 when we get ready to go racing in 2016, January. And there you see the 4 riders that will transfer through with Ryan to the main event. Congratulations, Ryan, on heat win number 11. We've been talking about that roller going into that first corner and how tricky it is going to be on the start for the main event. We heard about it with the 250 guys. What's it like on the 450? What are you trying to do there?
Probably as you can see that time, I didn't drive it in as deep as I saw that some of the 250 guys. It caused the carnage, and my teammate Marvin actually went down because of that. Somebody else, but so I tried to protect the inside, but get there quicker than anybody and check up a little bit. So I checked up a little too early. Ben LeMay got around us on the outside, but it was good to be able to make the pass back. And track's tricky. You know, they did a good job, and the dirt is challenging, but it'll be good.
And join us out there. Jenny, what do you have for us in a progressive pre-race report?
Well, it's great to see Justin Barcia back racing Supercross, but he's actually been struggling a lot today. He had some very tough crashes in practice. Now, I just talked to Barcia moments before he lined up at the gate, and he said, Jenny, I am really feeling it. My neck is extremely sore. My back is hurting. And he told me it's right now his confidence. He needs to be more confident riding out there, but having those tough crashes earlier today is something he's fighting through. One thing working for Barcia, he is from Patterson, New Jersey, hoping that works in his favor.
That one was just nasty. Here's your Yamaha Spider Cam view. Gate drop and we're racing. Battling through that first corner for the whole shot, and it's going to go to Andrew Short, teammate of Justin Brayton, on another one of those Western Power Sports KTMs.
No surprise there. Andrew Short has been the master of the start so far this year. He is followed by a race winner, though, Cole Seeley.
Down over the backside of the over-under, and I reckon they're going to come back around and then go through that tunnel.
That's right. They're going to go back under, turn right here, go under, get the finish line jump. This track is really starting to deteriorate for this second heat race.
That's Chisholm on the 11, Pike on the 23, and Eli Tomac, one of the stars of the tour on the Geico Honda, runs right behind them on bike number 3.
Oh, you can see Weston Pike there, the number 23 Yamaha, makes a mistake coming off of that Dragon's back out of that first obstacle out of that right-hand corner. It's going to allow Eli Tomac to close in on him.
And of course, this is a great start there for the 11 of Kyle Chisholm, who, of course, has one of the most unique sponsors to his team. He's sponsored by the PGA golfer Ricky Fowler has stepped up to help him, along with Westfall Auto and Kawasaki, a lot of other teams.
Ricky, a huge fan of Monster Energy Supercross, comes out every chance he gets, and down goes Andrew Short, right out of the lead, and probably out of a transfer spot. He gets going just in front of Barcia, and then Barcia comes by. Andrew Short had himself an easy trip to the main. Now he's back in 6th. He's got to get up inside that top 4. Here comes Tomac, who now is in a transfer spot with 2 main event wins this season. He'll go by Chisholm,
look at
and
this.
now closes up on Seeley. Great battle between the two Honda riders.
Tomac has been so fast all year long. You know, I mean, he's had his flashes of brilliance, if you will, and just seems like he makes little errors. I mean, in practice qualifying today, he was so fast. No one was even in his lead. So
here he goes, trying to get into the inside. Let's see. Nice. Oh, look how tight they're taking the turn, Ricky.
That was nice. That's right,
right
but that was nice defense by Cole Seeley. You can almost feel these guys when they're wherever they're at behind you, whether he's on the inside. He probably sensed that Eli Tomac was going to go to the inside, so he braked a little bit harder, got to that lower inside line, was able to block the 3 of Eli Tomac on that Geico Honda there.
I should say almost crashed from McElrath. Right through here, there's a rider that is down. Let's go back and show you what happened there as Seeley and Tomac continue to battle for the lead with 3 to go. Well, let's just stay on this for a second here. Seeley has 4 heat race wins. Tomac has 5.
And look at the battle here, guys. As this rages on, you've got Chisholm still right there having one of the best heat races of the season.
Tomac to the inside. They're bar to bar over the big jump. Down the hill they go. The crowd starting to get into it here at MetLife, and Seeley stretches it out.
Here's this outside line I was talking about on the track map earlier today. Some guys going inside, some guys going outside. Inside, outside.
2 to go.
Eli Tomac, he's been very fast in the whoops. Number 3 Geico Honda. Let's see what happens here. Makes a little mistake about a quarter of the way through the whoops. Kills his momentum there, Jeff.
Seeley on the Team Honda HRC machine. That's the full factory bike. Tomac basically riding what would be considered a factory-supported effort, but it's a pretty strong team.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, guys, watch this. Out of this turn, Seeley's going double. Tomac is tripling. Is it enough to make the oh, there it goes. Seeley, he jumped the triple also.
They're a lap and a half away from the checkered flag. Here comes that big over-under.
Seeley needs to be to the inside. Nice work.
We still got plenty of time here.
If you're Tomac, Ricky, where would you try to set him up?
Well, if I'm Tomac, I'm going to try to rail the corner, keep a lot of momentum through the corner before the whoops, get on top of that whoop section, and go blowing past him. Let's see what happens here. He's not quite close enough. See, he goes outside. Here we go. Accelerates. Nah, just...
Seeley's fast in the second half of the whoops. He's finally got a line that has really good drive at the end of those whoops. And he triples this into the turn. That's where Tomac picked up a lot of time 1 lap ago.
Tomac came up short, and look at all the ground he lost as you're watching from our Spider Cam view here.
Got to give it to Cole Seeley right now, our leader, withstanding the pressure from Eli Tomac. I mean, he was all over him.
That's the confidence you get by being a main event winner.
Yeah, that's right. That definitely helps. He knows he can win. He's done it before. Doesn't waver. He runs his lines.
Seeley has his fair share of heat wins, too, with 4, and he's about to tie Tomac with 5.
That's right.
Here they come, under and to the checkers. And Seeley, with a quick look over his shoulder, sees it, the gap that he had. Chisholm's going to go through, and so is Barsha on that Joe Gibbs Racing Auto Trader backed Yamaha.
What a ride by Barsha. And Chisholm.
Yeah.
Nice for these 2 guys. I mean, transferring right out of this first heat. Right out of the heat, pardon me, not having to go to the semi.
Let's go back and look at the start of this. The whole shot, such a big part of this for Short, who starts in 3rd gear, Jeff, and it really works.
Andrew Short.
Oh, you can see
KTM.
that.
Look at. Go ahead, Rick.
Yeah, look how that little bump down the straightaway kicks these guys' rear end up. When it kicks their rear end up, now you're only braking with 1 wheel rather than 2 wheels, so it makes you push out a little wide. See the 29 push out wide? And look at the number 14 of Cole Seeley, able to sneak on the inside there.
And Chisholm had a great start also, and he was halfway buried in the pack going into the first turn. So being to the inside in that first turn in the main will be key.
Let's see what happened to Andrew Short here.
Front wheel pushes out as he accelerates, gets out of the rut a little bit, gets out into the soft dirt. That allows Seeley to go by.
Weston Pike, teammate to Justin Barsha, had a vicious hit. Watch the 23 here.
Oh, wow. Over the bars. The bike nails him. And he just skimmed that little dragon's back, as we call it, too much and didn't get enough lift.
Weston Pike did ride off, and riding over the checkers was Cole Seeley on the 14. And a big win for Cole, setting himself up for the main event. Cole, congratulations on your 5th heat win. We were talking a little bit about the confidence that you seem to have these days. How much of that comes from getting that first main event win a couple of weeks ago in Houston?
Just getting on the podium, really, that was like what I needed, just to run up front with those guys, get a little bit of confidence, and kind of prove my name to everyone was the biggest thing for me.
Well, it's well known to us. We'll see you in the main event as you go for career win number 2.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, Cole's going to take that factory Honda on to the main event. We're going to be back for more racing, semis, last chance qualifiers, and then 2 main events yet to go. Monster Energy Supercross racing under the bright sun here at MetLife Stadium. And join us out there. Jenny, what do you have for us in a progressive pre-race report?
Well, it's great to see Justin Barcia back racing Supercross, but he's actually been struggling a lot today. He had some very tough crashes in practice. Now, I just talked to Barcia moments before he lined up at the gate, and he said, Jenny, I am really feeling it. My neck is extremely sore. My back is hurting. And he told me it's right now his confidence. He needs to be more confident riding out there, but having those tough crashes earlier today is something he's fighting through. One thing working for Barcia, he is from Patterson, New Jersey, hoping that works in his favor.
That one was just nasty. Here's your Yamaha Spider Cam view. Gate drop, and we're racing. Battling through that first corner for the whole shot, and it's going to go to Andrew Short, teammate of Justin Brayton, on another one of those Western Power Sports KTMs.
No surprise there. Andrew Short has been the master of the start so far this year. He is followed by a race winner, though, Cole Seeley.
Down over the backside of the over-under, and I reckon they're going to come back around and then go through that tunnel.
That's right. They're going to go back under, turn right here, go under, get the finish line jump. This track is really starting to deteriorate for this second heat race.
That's Chisholm on the 11, Pike on the 23, and Eli Tomac, one of the stars of the tour on the Geico Honda, runs right behind them on bike number 3.
Oh, you can see Weston Pike there, the number 23 Yamaha, makes a mistake coming off of that Dragon's back out of that first obstacle out of that right-hand corner. It's going to allow Eli Tomac to close in on him.
And of course, this is a great start there for the 11 of Kyle Chisholm, who, of course, has one of the most unique sponsors to his team. He's sponsored by the PGA golfer Ricky Fowler has stepped up to help him, along with Westfall Auto and Kawasaki, a lot of other teams.
Ricky, a huge fan of Monster Energy Supercross, comes out every chance he gets, and down goes Andrew Short, right out of the lead, and probably out of a transfer spot. He gets going just in front of Barcia, and then Barcia comes by. Andrew Short had himself an easy trip to the main. Now he's back in 6th. He's got to get up inside that top 4. Here comes Tomac, who now is in a transfer spot with 2 main event wins this season. He'll go by Chisholm, and now closes up on Seeley. Great battle between the 2 Honda riders.
Tomac has been so fast all year long. He's had his flashes of brilliance, if you will, and just seems like he makes little errors. In practice qualifying today, he was so fast. No one was even in his lead. So
here he goes, trying to get into the inside. Let's see. Nice. Oh, look how tight they're taking the turn, Ricky.
That's
right where McElrath crashed.
That's right, but that was nice defense by Cole Seeley. You can almost feel these guys when wherever they're at behind you, whether he's on the inside. He probably sensed that Eli Tomac was going to go to the inside, so he braked a little bit harder, got to that lower inside line, was able to block the 3 of Eli Tomac on that Geico Honda there.
I should say almost crashed for McElrath. Right through here, there's a rider that is down. Let's go back and show you what happened there as Seeley and Tomac continue to battle for the lead with 3 to go. Well, let's just stay on this for a second here. Seeley has 4 heat race wins. Tomac has 5.
And look at the battle here, guys. As this rages on, you've got Chisholm still right there having one of the best heat races of the season.
Tomac to the inside. They're bar to bar over the big jump. Down the hill they go. The crowd starting to get into it here at MetLife, and Seeley stretches it out.
Here's this outside line I was talking about on the track map earlier today. Some guys going inside, some guys going outside. Inside, outside.
2 to go.
Eli Tomac, he's been very fast in the whoops. Number 3, Geico Honda. Let's see what happens here. Makes a little mistake about a quarter of the way through the whoops. Kills his momentum there, Jeff.
Seeley on the Team Honda HRC machine. That's the full factory bike. Tomac basically riding what would be considered a factory-supported effort, but it's a pretty strong team.
Okay, guys, watch this. Out of this turn, Seeley's going double. Tomac is tripling. Is it enough to make the foul? There it goes. Seeley, he jumped the triple also.
They're a lap and a half away from the checkered flag. Here comes that big over-under.
Seeley needs to be to the inside.
Nice work. We still got plenty of time here.
If you're Tomac, Ricky, where would you try to set him up?
Well, if I'm Tomac, I'm going to try to rail the corner, keep a lot of momentum through the corner before the whoops, get on top of that whoop section, and go blowing past him. Let's see what happens here. He's not quite close enough. See, he goes outside. Here we go. Accelerates. Nah, just...
Seeley's fast in the second half of the whoops. He's finally got a line that has really good drive at the end of those whoops. And he triples this into the turn. That's where Tomac picked up a lot of time 1 lap ago.
Tomac came up short, and look at all the ground he lost as you're watching from our Spider Cam view here.
Got to give it to Cole Seeley right now, our leader, withstanding the pressure from Eli Tomac. I mean, he was all over him.
That's the confidence you get by being a main event winner.
Yeah, that's right. That definitely helps. He knows he can win. He's done it before. Doesn't waver. He runs his lines.
Seeley has his fair share of heat wins, too, with 4, and he's about to tie Tomac with 5.
That's right.
Here they come, under and to the checkers. And Seeley, with a quick look over his shoulder, sees the gap that he had. Chisholm's going to go through, and so is Barsha on that Joe Gibbs Racing Auto Trader-backed Yamaha.
What a ride by Barsha. And Chisholm.
Yeah.
Nice for these 2 guys. I mean, transferring right out of this first heat. Or right out of the heat, pardon me, not having to go to the semi.
Let's go back and look at the start of this. The whole shot, such a big part of this for Short, who starts in 3rd gear, Jeff, and it really works.
Andrew Short.
Oh, you can see that.
Look at. Go ahead, Rick.
Yeah, look how that little bump down the straightaway kicks these guys' rear end up. When it kicks their rear end up, now you're only braking with 1 wheel rather than 2 wheels, so it makes you push out a little wide. See the 29 push out wide? And look at the number 14 of Cole Seeley, able to sneak on the inside there.
And Chisholm had a great start also, and he was halfway buried in the pack going into the first turn. So being to the inside in that first turn in the main will be key.
Let's see what happened to Andrew Short here.
Front wheel pushes out as he accelerates, gets out of the rut a little bit, gets out into the soft dirt. That allows Seeley to go by.
Weston Pike, teammate to Justin Barsha, had a vicious hit. Watch the 23 here.
Oh, wow. Over the bars. The bike nails him. And he just skimmed that little dragon's back, as we call it, too much and didn't get enough lift.
Weston Pike did ride off, and riding over the checkers was Cole Seeley on the 14. And a big win for Cole, setting himself up for the main event. Cole, congratulations on your 5th heat win. We were talking a little bit about the confidence that you seem to have these days. How much of that comes from getting that first main event win a couple of weeks ago in Houston?
Just getting on the podium, really, that was like what I needed, just to run up front with those guys, get a little bit of confidence, and kind of prove my name to everyone was the biggest thing for me.
Well, it's well known to us. We'll see you in the main event as you go for career win number 2.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, Cole's going to take that factory Honda on to the main event. We're going to be back for more racing, semis, last chance qualifiers, and then 2 main events yet to go. Monster Energy Supercross racing under the bright sun here at MetLife Stadium. It's our home this weekend here with AMSOIL Spider Cam action coming as we get ready to go racing with the 450 last chance qualifier. Final shot to get into the main, 4 laps, only 4 guys going, and Ronnie Stewart on the 69 and McElrath on the 40 hope to do it.
Jeff, do you think there's any nerves?
So close. Oh, yeah.
We talk about it every weekend.
Here we go.
This is nerve-wracking.
4 riders advancing. Final shot to get into the main. Who's going to come out of the corner with the whole shot? It looks like it's going to be Archer getting credit, but McElrath is going to take the early lead on the 40, and there sits Stewart on the 69 in the red riding gear. He wants to get into second, and he can find his way around the 285 of Archer. There he comes, up the inside. Oh, I thought he was going to get it.
Stewart misses the triple there. Nice start by first lap by Archer. This is really nice spot. Maybe he can gap himself between the couple guys behind him, get some breathing room.
There's Stewart's fans up there. Remember, 4 riders go through, so he's in a transfer spot right now. But he was in a transfer spot in the semi and then lost it.
I was just going to say, it's time for Stewart to rise up, make his fans proud, because
Archer's
gone.
That's a little help.
That's
there.
free. That's free position.
And look at that cheering.
That is great.
Well, and Ronnie Stewart's hometown of Easton, Pennsylvania is only 75 miles from here. So if you drive like I do, that's about an hour.
Yeah, right.
If you drive like you do, it's about 25 minutes. The Dirt Candy Graphics back 69. And, you know, that's a small team, Jeff. They do so much of the work on his own, just with people that help him.
Yeah, he's doing a lot with a little, and he's got some good talent. You can see Kyle Partridge on the 199 Honda right behind him. Oh, look at there. These guys are battling out. There's Archer.
Nagy's in there.
Trying to, behind Nagy, trying to get back in position.
Here's Stewart. Partridge closing in.
Ronnie Stewart, a good spot right now, right there on the 69 Suzuki.
Jenny, what can you tell me about Stewart on that 69?
Well, I've had a chance to get to know Ronnie and his family, and really, it's so nice to see all these privateers working so hard just to be out there racing. He's truly passionate. He's spent time working with a sports psychologist to make sure he can be the best racer he can be. He also told me a treat for this race. He took an airplane trip to get here instead of driving cross country from California. So obviously these guys really working to be racing every weekend.
Here's Stewart coming through. Final lap underway. He's just got to get around one more. Remember, McElrath, we've been talking so much about Stewart. This is his first time in a 450 Monster Energy Supercross. He might be making his first main.
Well, Red Cross flag out. The riders have to single the rhythm sections. Asterisk medical crew there on hand to take care of all these riders each and every week. But how about this battle for fourth, Ralph? Raper, who has not made a main event so far this year, has that final spot as of now as we take a look at Shane McElrath, Lucas Oil KTM, in his first ever 450 race. Looks like he's going to get to ride every lap today, Ricky, and gain some valuable.
Yeah, he's definitely getting some good seat time here.
Getting some experience.
Nothing beats seat time. He's got plenty of it today.
Rides for the Troy League Designs team, and he's going to the main. And how about Stewart? Can he get there? Checkered flag, and Stewart's crew goes crazy.
That's awesome.
Their guys going to the main.
And how about that? Partridge, after that nasty crash in the semi, makes the main. And then Devin Raper, first main event of the season. Congratulations, guys.
McElrath, Stewart, all that hard work, it pays off. They're going to the mains.
This great season is almost in the books, and no
competitors there competing at Richmond later on. I know we're all going to go after this, grab some dinner, then settle in to watch you guys. Well, 450 main event ready to go. Jenny, how about a progressive pre-race report?
Well, when we started this season, our theme was who's next. Ryan Dungey answered that question very quickly. He's already clinched the championship. He's had 7 wins. He's had 14 podiums. Now, I talked to Red Bull KTM team manager Roger DeCoster earlier today, and he said he wasn't going to lie. They were a little worried, the team, before the season started. They lost Ken Roxon, but Ryan Dungey has filled all of those voids. He has been outstanding. Now, I also spoke to Ryan today. He told me he doesn't just want to win championships. He wants to be an ambassador to this sport, someone fans of all ages can look up to, and that's what he's starting to do this season.
He's done a great job of that as a 2-time champion now. KTM, bringing Spider Cam to us for our 450 main event. This is round 16 of 17. Diana Dahlgren, Miss Monster Energy Supercross with the 30-second board. She's going to exit off the racetrack, and we're going to be ready to go.
Shane McElrath on the outside here, but who's going to get the whole shot?
Here we go. The engine revs. Come up. Gate drop time. Oh, a much smoother first corner than we all expected. And Andrew Short goes 3 for 3 with whole shots today. He gets another one, the most important one in the main event. Here comes Seeley, jumping through the outside and into the lead with Barsha following suit in third. And Weston Pike, his teammate at the Joe Gibbs Racing Squad, coming along in fourth.
Short misses the triple.
And that's Pike. Pike gets around him, Jeff. Great move.
Yeah.
He's into second now. And here comes Barsha, trying to do the same to Short.
That was a great move by Weston Pike. Really leaning into Andrew Short, not giving away the position here early. Going to keep that track position. Well, you can see a mistake there by Justin Barsha on the whoops. Allows Eli Tomac to have momentum, make a run on him.
Tomac had a bad start, but he's making up for it now. He's up to sixth. Trying to get around these guys and put him up towards the top end of the top 5. And how about Dungey? He's back at about 7.
Tomac, lap time-wise, has been the fastest rider of the day. There he triples around Andrew Short. Tomac on the move.
That should put him into third. It does.
Here comes Ryan Dungey. There he is, number 5 on the inside of Barsha. Is going to take the spot.
Who continues to lead here with 4 laps in the books.
Taking a look at the lap times as they come by. Seeley was the quickest. Now Tomac has your fastest lap. Dungey has the second fastest lap. This race for the podium and race for the lead could tighten up.
Dungey going for win number 8 here this year. Tomac looking for his third. Seeley his second. There's McElrath on that 40 in his first main event. Right now he's listed in 12th.
McElrath, of course, rode every qualifier here today.
See Ryan Dungey right there. He's got a little bit of work to do to catch Tomac and Seeley. Plenty capable of doing. Actually, he's reeled in Tomac there. Not sure if Tomac made a little mistake. He had a huge gap on him.
3.8 seconds was the lead last time around. We'll see if it's closed up. The distance between second and third has definitely closed up.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to say Dungey's going to end up with your fastest lap as they come across. Yes, Dungey 54.2 to Seeley's 54.7. So Dungey, fastest rider on the track.
7 times this year, Marvin Musquin and Ryan Dungey have matched finishes, either wins or second places. It's been an incredible streak between the two. 5 of those 7 occasions, they've matched wins. Could they do it again here today with 6? They would be the first pair on the same bike, manufacturer brand, to do that. It would be incredible if they could do it here today.
Dungey clips that over under just a little bit. Pulls a tear off there. That there's clear Lexan across your goggles when some rouge and some mud gets on there. The rider reaches up with his left hand and there's a clear strip that pulls across and gives him clear vision.
Fastest lap of the race now to Dungey.
Well, last time around it was Tomac, so Tomac picks it up. Seeley in the 55s, Tomac and Dungey in the 54s.
Here comes Barsha on the 51. He's had a tough day too. You saw the vicious crash that he took. Can he get himself a little bit further up into the mix here? Fighting with Andrew Short, looking to get into that top 5.
Also looks like Baggett, who sits back in 7th right now, he's going to creep into your screen here. Notice the yellow Suzuki. Baggett was 10th off the start, up to 7th.
Barsha was one of the preseason favorites for the championship this year, but injuries have ended his title shot.
It has been a rough go for Justin Barsha and this Toyota Yamaha team. Everyone at Joe Gibbs Racing down there in North Carolina. Been a rough one. They had very, very high hopes when they signed Justin Barsha here in this rough season. Hopefully he's going to learn something out of it, take away some experience that he can apply to next season.
Here comes Baggett on that Yoshimura Suzuki, the rookie.
He almost runs into the back of Barsha. He had so much speed coming through the whoops, couldn't get stopped in time. Ends up pulling it off, though.
Another rookie just behind Baggett here. You're going to see the white Husqvarna backed by Rockstar. That's Jason Anderson, the number 21. He was second at the opener. So much confidence in this rider, and from the opening round, it's been a pretty rough go. From after the opening round, I should say, when he was second.
Baggett to the inside. Does it come over that over-under? And he's going to have him going into the corner, isn't he?
Nice, yeah. Now he has that inside advantage. Oh, no, actually not.
What did I say earlier about how that inside line after the triple would start to deteriorate and a new line would form? Barsha just proved that right.
There we go. A little bit faster in the whoops there for Blake Baggett again. Look at all these ruts here. Man, these guys really got to have a tremendous amount of focus and anticipation on what these ruts are doing here.
And as one rut gets really deep and gets those choppy bumps under it, the bike moves around underneath, you gotta instinctively identify where a new line will form, a new smoother line that's easier and will give you a better lap time.
Not only that, but we're closing in on the halfway mark. As rough as this track. Oh! Barsha just gets ejected off of the 51. And another vicious crash for Justin Barsha. Then he gets hit by another rider. Oh, no. What a tough day for Justin Barsha.
He came up short on the over-under. Wow. That's going to cost him big time.
Seeley, meanwhile, continues to lead 2.1 seconds in front of Tomac and Dungey. Let's go back and watch what happens to Barsha in the Toyota replay.
Okay, now watch as he clips this over-under. That's going to stall him out. Baggett already on the rear brake. Oh, taps the back. Now watch this right here. Watch Barsha. Slams into the back of his bike, the subframe C rear fender area. That was a really hard hit. Also, Baggett very lucky that when he clips the back of Barsha right here, he doesn't go down.
Oh.
Yeah, that wouldn't have happened had Baggett not hit the back of him. When he hit the back of Barsha there on the 51, I mean, it just sent him flying. Wow.
Meanwhile, Seeley out front looking for career win number 2. Got their first victory just a couple of weeks ago in Houston as we reached the halfway point. It was at Energy Stadium where the Houston Texans play, where he was the first one over the finish line jump. Can he hold off Tomac and Dungey behind him another 2 seconds or so?
One lap ago, there was 4 seconds separating first and third. That's crept up a little bit. Now it goes back down. We've got our timing and scoring markers all over the track. So as the track gets worse, we get into the lapped riders, the rider with the best overall fitness and the focus here, be able to keep their cool and have good line choice, will have the best chance of winning this main event.
Well, you can see Cole Seeley right here in the lead. He has about a almost 2-second gap. And this is a really nerve-wracking position to be in. You're almost like a sitting duck, if you will, because you know you got Tomac coming, and Ryan Dungey, our champion, shortly behind him. And you're trying to make as much time up as you can in these treacherous track conditions. But also you have to be cool and calm, because sometimes the more calm you are, the better the track flows. Almost as if the slower you go, the faster your lap time will be. That kind of theory.
And all these riders, they're battling so hard. They all know what's on the line. History being made here. First live Supercross on Fox.
Tomac is closed right up on it. The 42 is just in front of them, LeMay. And look at these bright young stars of the sport battling here for this win in MetLife Stadium. And Tomac struggles through the whoop section there. And Seeley able to open up a little bit of a gap.
And look how much time Ryan Dungey has made up.
Yeah.
Now it's back up to 2.8 seconds between first and third.
And Ricky, one big thing to take note of here. These are 2 Honda-mounted riders at the top. The Geico Honda and the Team Honda HRC leading right now. Honda's making a big resurgence in the sport.
Yeah, they are.
Dan Bentley, team manager for the factory squad. This team is working so hard to reclaim their glory days when they were known as Big Red, and they're doing it now.
Oh, they are, and their results are speaking for themselves. You can see Tomac coming up short on the triple, but what I want to say here is these guys got to be really careful about what they do here, because if they start going back and forth and playing games, slowing each other up, it's going to allow Ryan Dungey to sneak up in there and possibly get himself another win. So if Eli Tomac finds himself following Cole Seeley too much and needs to execute a pass, get by him quickly, so he doesn't allow Ryan Dungey to get up in there.
Eli Tomac, the son of world champion mountain bike racer John Tomac. The family comes out of Colorado. He has 2 wins this year at Phoenix and in Detroit.
See Tomac right there, triple single into the turn. He triples out of the turn, makes a mistake. That's going to cost him. He picks it back up, so he's going to lose time on Seeley, and that's going to allow Ryan Dungey to close up a little bit. We've got less than 8 laps to go. 3 of the greatest riders in Supercross treating our fans here to an awesome race.
Ricky, the thing I've noticed the most about Seeley, he's not making mistakes. We keep talking about mistakes that Tomac's making. Seeley's riding very clean. Here comes Tomac! He blasts through the whoops where he's been struggling and takes the lead away from the 14 of Seeley.
Now how hard will Seeley fight back? Does he have any more gas in the tank? Can he refocus and retaliate and take the lead back from Tomac?
Seeley mentioned earlier today, after riding so well in his heat, that it's the confidence of just getting on the podium that put him in a position where he knows he can win now. I don't think he's going to be rattled too much by slipping back to second. Now it's just can I gain back the time I've lost?
Well, that's right. And what he needs to do is, if he can't not lose the wheel of Eli Tomac, kind of stay in his draft there and follow Eli, see where Eli is making up time. We know on the one rhythm lane that Eli keeps tripling out of the corner, so that's where he's making up a lot of time. And if Cole Seeley can see that, maybe he can close back in on him. But I'll tell you what, you better get after it. Oh, look at him.
He's got to worry about Dungey first, because Ryan Dungey has closed in a hurry, and the champ goes by.
Okay, guys, the race is on. The fans here at MetLife Stadium are on their feet. Can Ryan Dungey catch Eli Tomac and win the first ever live Supercross on Fox?
6 laps to go.
There it is. Dungey's got the line, too.
It's about 4 seconds to gap between Dungey and Tomac. The closest finish of the year was at Petco Park, home of the San Diego Padres, back earlier this year in February. Trey Kennard won by just over a second. Maybe today could be the closest finish of the year.
Well, this is the time. 15 laps in the books, 5 more to go. This is when the body starts to hurt. The heart rate is up. The lungs are working overtime. Your body's in pain. This is when all the training, all the hard work, thousands and thousands of laps, time on the bicycle, running, training, lifting weights. This is when it all pays off. Dungey and Tomac, 2 of the strongest riders this season, and there's less than 5 laps to go. Who will determine the winner here at MetLife Stadium?
Progressive pass of the race, Ricky. Here it comes. It's for the lead.
Yeah, you can see right here. So Seeley makes a mistake and doesn't jump that section there, doesn't triple in, allows Eli Tomac to go around the outside, carry his momentum around the corner, have more speed coming into the whoops, carry through there, makes the pass. You can see right here in the SX Mo, Eli Tomac staying on top of the whoops, skimming the whoops section, rather than Cole Seeley's kind of falling into him a little bit more, slows you up a bit.
Just rips around the outside.
You can see those ruts. A lot of ruts in them corners, Jeff. A lot of options. They're getting deep. I'm looking at the timing and scoring here, and I mean, Tomac is putting in some unbelievable lap times. He ran a 55.3 the last lap. Ryan Dungey, your second place runner, a 56.1, almost 3/4 of a second slower.
Yeah, that's allowed Tomac. He has pulled away from Dungey. But what's more impressive is both Dungey and Tomac have both turned laps in the 53-second lap time range. I didn't think that would be possible in the main event with the track conditions what they are. Dungey with the fastest single lap here at a 53.8, but he's losing time to the leader, Eli Tomac.
And that just, you know, this series isn't always about being the fastest guy. To win this championship, you have to be there week in, week out. Ryan Dungey has been able to do that. Not always the fastest at times, but the most consistent, the strongest, being there when you need to be there.
Here's a battle back here. Andrew Short, Brock Tickle, this one for 5th.
Short, of course, that great start once again. He's trying to hang on to a top 5 here right now. Look at both these riders. Wow, the track is, they are having a tough time getting through that section. And these are two of the best riders. And they couldn't complete the sequence in that rhythm section like the leaders. That tells you what sort of pace and what level our leaders are at to still have those lap times and do that with the track conditions what they are. But Andrew Short here, Western Power Sports backed KTM, hanging on possibly for a top 5 with a little less than 2 laps to go.
Tomac was considered to be one of those preseason favorites too. As we watch this battle, the starts had hindered him so much this year. But he's making up for it today as we watch Short, who's had no problems with his starts here today. He uses that 3rd gear to launch off the gate, and it really has worked. 3 races for him today, 3 whole shots.
Yeah, and most riders, most everybody starts in 2nd gear, so Andrew Short has perfected his technique. Tomac here, he didn't get the whole shot, but he got a good enough start to where he didn't put himself at such a deficit, and now he's out front looking to win another race.
Tomac has had podiums in 6 of his last 7 starts. 4 second-place finishes, a 3rd, a win, and just 1 finish where he was 11th. Dungey, on the other hand, this will be his 15th straight podium. Unbelievable year for the now 2-time champion. Tomac getting around Josh Grant on the 33.
Eli Tomac hails out of Colorado. He's a very, very hard-working individual. He has the ability to manhandle the bike at times, and today with this track, that's what it took.
What a great ride.
Oh! Tickle gets launched, and the checkers fall for Eli Tomac. Wins in Phoenix, Detroit, and now live on Fox at MetLife Stadium. Let's see what happened to Brock Tickle here as he was battling with Short.
Oh, good.
Oh, this was that.
Oh, no!
Whoa!
Oh, man! And he goes flipping over the berm.
Yeah, Ronnie Stewart there almost caught Tickles or ran into Tickles' bike.
Eli Tomac celebrates. He will be on his way to the top step of the podium. We'll be there to interview him, talk to our winner when we come back.
Welcome back to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Monster Energy Supercross. The fans are happy. They just saw a great race, and Jenny Taft is standing by with the champion, Eli Tomac.
And Eli now has 3 wins this year. You've been on the podium 7 of your last 8 starts, but the podiums aren't what you were looking for. You were looking for those wins, and tonight you did it. Earlier today, you told me that you worked on starts this week. You worked on changing your body positioning around. What clicked tonight?
You know, honestly, it wasn't really there that time on the start. I just snuck around the inside. Luckily for me, it was a 180, and I made it work. And going to the race itself, this was one of the most technical tracks we've had all year, just with the soft dirt and the rut. So made for good lines and be able to make moves on guys. And man, me and Cole had a good battle there for almost over half the race. So that was a lot of fun.
All right, congratulations. Go enjoy this one.
Here's how they cross the line with our KTM unofficial results. Brock Tickle did end up finishing 6th. Weston Pike had a rough day. And how about McElrath in his first ever main event gets an 11?
Look at Tickle. He still finished up 6th after his somersault. Dude.
Justin Brayton with the throttle problem. And we go back to Jenny.
Ryan, you've had 15 straight podiums, but you've gotten very comfortable getting those wins. So when you walk away with second place, how do you evaluate your race tonight?
You know, it was those last 5 laps. You know, we were really putting a charge, and we kind of had to come back through the pack, me and Eli, actually. But, you know, I kind of followed him through, made some good passes, which I'm happy about. But five laps to go, we started making some mistakes, and track got really nasty, so we just kind of settled in. But no excuses by whatsoever. Eli rode a great race today, and he was on it all day. So he's a tough competitor. First is good. Second's right there. So can't thank the whole team, everybody enough. The schedule is different today, but it was exciting. And sometimes you have to sacrifice a little bit and to go forward. And I was really happy that our whole community did that. So thanks to everybody, team, family, wife, everything. So we'll move to Vegas.
Thanks, Ryan.
Vegas is next Saturday night. You'll see it live on Fox Sports 1. Here are the points as we go back out west and back to the podium, Jenny.
Cole walking away with third place today, and sometimes I find it hard to believe that you're a rookie. You've really turned it on at the end of this year. What are you most proud of the way you're racing?
Yeah, I guess just really the way I've been riding. It's been awesome. Can't thank the guys of the Honda HRC team enough. Troy Designs, Spy, Alpine Stars, Cannondale, Metro Honda, and Adidas. You know, I was out there and I was struggling a little bit, holding Eli off, and was losing energy. So I thought I'd do the smart veteran thing and let those guys by and just secure third. You know, it's my 5th podium. 5th podium of the year, and I got to win and just lock down third in points on the season. So couldn't be happier and just pumped with the whole setup.
Thanks, Cole.
Eh bien, salut tout le monde, donc on se retrouve aujourd'hui avec Warm-Up pour une nouvelle vidéo sur la mise à satellite Supercross, donc sur San Diego.
Voilà.
Donc c'était pour vous dire d'abord les gagnants du concours qu'on a fait, donc bon, avec un du retard, mais bon, les gens qui ont gagné ont déjà le jeu, mais certainement ont déjà fini même.
Voilà, bon, ouais, déjà merci d'avoir participé, vous étiez beaucoup de gens. Hop. J'ai fait trop court.
Moi ça va pas trop mal. Mais donc voilà, donc là on se retrouve, donc on est après le patch. Enfin le patch qui honnêtement n'a pas servi à grand chose à part pour privé, c'est un petit peu mieux, ça donne quasi tout le temps autant. Le whip, bon, le whip c'est de la merde, ça change rien. Les scrubs ça change plutôt pas mal. Ça sera même beaucoup plus vite, c'est même limite gênant par moment, mais
ouais, j'ai un peu de mal moi.
Moi aussi.
Un peu beaucoup moi.
Les Honda donc ont été rajoutés, donc ça c'est plutôt pas mal.
C'est celle de live.
On l'a pas encore acheté, on voulait vous les acheter pour faire la vidéo, du coup on l'a pas avec les Honda la semaine prochaine ou un peu après, on sait pas trop encore, peut-être on va les acheter. En fait on aimerait les acheter tous en même temps histoire de pas les acheter une par une quoi. Enfin moi je les ai déjà tous presque. Et là Warm-Up je vais acheter les deux.
Ouais comme ça ouais c'est bon. Toi.
Bah oui. Voilà,
non moi je devais acheter les teams, on va les couper.
Mais il n'y a pas de tenue. Il n'y aura jamais.
C'est pas grave, c'est ce qu'on a dit au début.
D'accord.
J'avoue qu'il n'y en aura jamais en vrai.
Donc il y avait quoi d'autre à dire?
C'est ceux qui ont gagné le jeu.
Ah bah non, bah attends. Bah si on peut le dire, on les mettra dans les commentaires quand vous voulez. Par contre je me souviens plus. Vas-y, je me souviens plus des noms, tu t'en souviens toi?
Non.
Bah on les mettra dans les commentaires parce que faut qu'on recherche. Il me semble qu'il n'y avait pas je sais pas quoi.
Oh putain je suis tombé.
Moi aussi. Bah ouais voilà, donc on les mettra bien dans les commentaires. Donc deux gagnants, donc un de Lorraine je crois, il habite en Lorraine, et l'autre je sais plus, Auvergne.
Je sais pas, c'est pas moi qui les aura parlé.
C'est moi. Donc voilà. Donc bon, on fera certainement des jeux comme ça.
Des concours.
Aux sorties de jeux en fait. Ouais. je parlais comme un manouche. C'est la fatigue, il est 1h du matin, on tient à préciser quand même.
Donc par contre on recrute pas parce qu'on le dit à chaque fois mais apparemment personne comprend.
Bah si on recrute.
Non.
Mais les gens qu'on connaît. En fait, on est super timide.
Voilà. Bon, on recrute pas.
Et puis bon, les gens qui nous demandent toutes les semaines, on est sur PS3, on aimerait bien rentrer dans notre team. Je pense qu'on va vous faire une vidéo spéciale pour vous dire qu'on est sur Xbox 360 parce que nous ne sommes pas sur PS3, on n'aime pas cette putain de console de merde.
Ouais, c'est vrai que moi j'aime pas.
Moi j'annonce que Warm-Up est sur Xbox One, donc pour ceux qui ont la Xbox One, ils peuvent se taper des putains de parties de merde avec lui.
Ouais, mais maintenant on peut pas se connecter, alors c'est un peu de la merde.
Non mais c'est bon, demain c'est rigolo.
Ouais, ouais, mais bon, c'est un peu chier.
C'est vrai, il y a de quoi.
Ah, t'as mis 3 tours par contre
ouais, mais c'est pas grave.
Dans le patch,
faut pas 15 jours pour annoncer les gagnants. Hein. D'ailleurs, on a tellement bien préparé notre vidéo qu'on a oublié les bonhommes.
Ouais, non mais ta gueule. En fait, dans le... je voulais sortir plus longtemps. Et en fait, dans le patch, ils ont essayé de ta gueule, de résoudre les...
Allez, parle maintenant que t'as commencé.
De résoudre les garde-boue avant des KTM, parce qu'ils se tordaient ou je sais pas quoi, mais ça change pas grand chose. C'est moche. Ouais, mais c'est... Ouais, bon. Oh putain, bah voilà. J'ai voulu montrer, bah voilà. Donc, je voulais rentrer dans la team, bah voilà. Comment vous serez traité.
Non, c'est non significatif, il y a qu'un fois nous deux qui fait ça, les autres on leur dit pas ça. Y'a pas d'autre. Y'a juste Power et Schwab, c'est tout.
Ouais, Schwab parce qu'il a toujours pas changé de...
Qui c'est vous, Schwab?
Parce qu'il branle. Ouais, mais bon.
Donc on pense vous faire... Oh. Attends, il y avait un truc important à dire aussi, mais je me souviens plus.
Non, oui, mais moi je veux juste rajouter que en janvier, le live il sera gratuit, donc voilà.
Ah oui, voilà, bah ça c'est
sur l'Xbox Live, par contre pas sur PS3, parce que PS3 c'est mieux. Et en fait...
Donc comme ça on pourra faire plein de parties avec nous? Non,
on n'y joue plus nous. Donc ouais, ceux qui nous demandent à chaque fois de faire des parties avec eux sur live, c'est un peu...
Nous on veut bien, mais sur supercross, parce qu'en fait de live...
Voilà, on joue plus, maintenant qu'on a pris on a pris le coup de main de supercross, bah ouais, c'est un peu chaud d'y retourner, surtout avec les impulsions en appuyant sur le joystick, c'est un peu chaud. Voilà, donc aussi le dernier gameplay là, on avait mis de la musique par dessus parce qu'on voulait pas parler.
Ça le mérite d'être clair.
Et du coup, bah voilà.
Donc voilà, donc voilà. On a plus rien à dire.
C'est fini alors.
Voilà. Bon bah.
Allez, à plus.
Eh bien, salut tout le monde, c'est Aero. On se retrouve aujourd'hui pour une vidéo un petit peu particulière parce qu'en fait, déjà, tout d'abord, comme vous pouvez le voir, c'est pas Warm-Up qui filme, c'est moi. Donc, j'ai acheté un Avermedia, donc un boîtier d'acquisition. Bon, si vous voulez voir la photo, il est sur la page Facebook Weekplan, donc il y a le lien dans la description. Je tenais tout d'abord à faire cette vidéo parce que déjà on va dire ce que je fais. Donc là je suis en MXVSA TV Open, donc on est 3-4, 3 ou 4 je sais plus, j'ai pas tout regardé. Bon, ils sont pas tellement bons, j'ai fait une partie avec eux juste avant, c'est pas tellement bon, puis vous allez voir que ça va être assez facile. En roulant vraiment, j'ai roulé, vraiment c'était ma première partie de la journée, j'ai roulé cool, j'ai pas trop forcé, vous allez voir que ça va être assez facile. Donc je fais cette vidéo, donc pas en live, parce que j'avais la flemme, tout simplement, pas trop compliqué, j'avais pas envie. Et c'était surtout pour vous parler de plutôt pas mal de choses, parce qu'en fait en ce moment on est inspiré avec Warm-Up, je crois, on peut dire ça comme ça, on a beaucoup d'idées. Et on en a une déjà qu'on veut faire depuis un moment, c'est de faire une vidéo avec nos abonnés ou d'autres gens, mais on est de préférence français parce que la connexion est beaucoup meilleure entre français que français anglais, enfin français pays étranger quoi. Et on aimerait faire une vidéo sur un circuit, peu importe quel circuit, en environ 15 tours. Ce serait une vidéo qu'on filmerait, donc où on switcherait les caméras de mon boîtier d'acquisition avec celui de warm-up, donc un coup sur la vue de warm-up, un coup sur la mienne, histoire qu'on voit beaucoup plus de gens, beaucoup plus d'actions différentes. Donc après ça, on se débrouillera au montage pour faire ça. Et si ça se passe bien, on aimerait faire un forum, parce qu'en fait, on trouve le concept de... Je sais pas si vous connaissez Moto Full Leaderboard, un truc comme ça, enfin, c'est un forum d'un ami. Donc nous on aimerait créer un forum, donc c'est pas du tout pour lui faire du tort, absolument pas, ce serait justement parce que bon, j'ai pu aller dans son forum faire 2-3 courses, puis bon ça bug énormément, puis c'est un forum essentiellement anglais, donc moi je suis pas du tout bilingue, je me débrouille en anglais, mais bon quand ça va trop vite, je me débrouille plus quoi. Et je trouve ça dommage d'ailleurs que ce soit un anglais qui gère tout quoi, il devrait faire un petit peu... Bon, après ils font ce qu'ils veulent, mais moi j'aurais pas fait comme ça, j'aurais fait les Anglais s'occupent de leurs courses et les Français s'occupent de leurs courses. Après, c'est leur organisation, je dis rien. Mais moi j'aimerais faire un forum, bon, c'est qu'une idée encore, on aura le temps de vous en reparler, mais on aimerait faire un forum et faire des courses entre pays européens. C'est-à-dire déjà les connexions seraient beaucoup meilleures entre Européens. Et puis bah la langue c'est toujours l'anglais vous allez me dire, mais on préférerait... Ouais, on serait de préférence pour les Français, quoi. Comme ça, il n'y a pas de problème pour rejoindre les parties et tout ça, ça va super bien. Après, comme je l'aurais dit, c'est pas du tout pour faire du tort à WooBoys, puis même s'il veut venir faire une course, un de ces quatre, il sera bienvenu, il n'y a pas de souci. Et par contre, justement, on chercherait des gens pour nous aider, car c'est assez compliqué, il faut être beaucoup actif, c'est quelque chose, ça demande beaucoup de boulot. Donc bon, bah, si vous trouvez ce projet plutôt pas mal, vous pouvez nous le dire en commentaire, il n'y a pas de souci. Et autre chose, on chercherait un GFX pour nous faire une intro animée avec, je sais pas, on sait pas trop en vrai ce qu'on aimerait, une image style peinture chinoise avec un whip animé ou autre, genre une image du jeu mais avec de jolis effets et tout, parce que nous on n'est pas trop, on se débrouille, mais bon, c'est pas non plus des introductions de pro qu'on fait, même si moi je les trouve déjà très bien. Et donc bah, si vous gérez bien Photoshop, Cinema 4D, tout ça, et que vous vous sentez capable de faire ça, contactez-nous, parce que ça nous arrangerait vraiment, parce qu'en ce moment on en a vraiment besoin, puis je vous avoue qu'on en a un peu marre de notre introduction, au bout d'un moment il faut changer, alors même si vous pensez que vous débutez, que vous n'êtes pas super bon, mais que vous pouvez le faire, pas de problème, contactez-nous, on verra tout. Donc sur ce, voilà, donc vous pouvez voir que la vidéo était assez simple et que voilà. Sur ce, je vous laisse.
Welcome It's hard to keep smiling when I try to set things straight. You don't even listen. I'm just getting late, like you're on a mission. Smiling when you're closing every door. I'm trying to open. I tell you love you more, and you say it's broken. You make me weak. You're the one I seek, and I hate that I love you. I hate that I love you. If I could, and I would, carve out your heart, carve out your heart. It's hard to keep smiling when you're closing every door. I'm trying to open. I tell you love you more, and you say